get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
And one nice thing you can always say about Kirk Cousins is that he's consistent. Always puts up nice numbers each and every year. Side to his game, it's been the lack of playoff success. All in all, though, formidable starting quarterback at a time in the league where it's tough to find your franchise guy.
A nice little juke. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's Chandler on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Cousins throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down Vikings. They'll look to throw here. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. To the air again, it's Cousins. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now a handoff to Chandler. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Chandler again. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Ty Chandler taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was finished off with a touchdown run from Ty Chandler. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers now on first down. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. They'll run with Hall. And brought down, but the juke, a very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
Room here to run. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, 73 yards. And the Jets are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable for Spencer. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. Oh, he faked him with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. But now he appears to be in some pain. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Hall again on 2nd down. And a short gain down to about the 33. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing is Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he is going to have a Jets first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Straight ahead is Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They lost 2, and it brings up 4.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They got 29 yards that time. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Powell. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be... First and goal.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Vikings have retaken the lead. Oh, such great concentration. They're going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There's so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, the offense had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Joseph on for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. And New York set to take the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw going to be caught by Davis. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The Jets are going to use their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. A throw there, but that's complete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Rodgers again now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's got room at the 30, and he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Here's Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 21-17.
Jets 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Touchdown, Vikings! Ty Chandler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Fielded right around the 8. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Well, no sooner did the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, third quarter, ready to go. And we welcome you back. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Taylor now from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On play action, Rodgers. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of... And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Paul on a give up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
But these guys got to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's got to hook up to Lazard. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes.
Every defense talk about 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
They'll give to Hall. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Dean Lowry, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around.
Under pressure, they got him again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, a next-gen stat says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Here's Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now Chandler, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5, pick up a 3. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And this one too low.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd and goal. Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings. Josh Oliver from a yard out. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis, and they're able to get this one across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And he's got it inside the 10. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
They'll run with ball. A pickup of 4 on 1st. Second and goal. Ball again. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Zerline now for the PAT. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score.
So that... plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Vikings able to recover. He's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They run it with Chandler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Here's Chandler. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
The kick by Joseph is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they haven't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 2 touchdowns. 1:51 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Rodgers now on first down. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's caught by Wilson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Holding, offense.
That's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Throwing is Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They'll run on first down. It's Chandler. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. On second down, it's Chandler, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On first down, Chandler, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ty Chandler punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the 4th. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, he's got him in the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And New York set to take the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Rodgers now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Caught. It's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Rodgers to throw once more. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. Rodgers now to throw. And check down, complete to Hall. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.